Yeah, in this video, we're trying to calculate the breakdown to different types of paint and explain how to accurately calculate the required quantity. So we are just making use of a 10 square meter wall. So the comprehensive guide to paint types and quantity calculation, those are the things we are going to be looking at. So choosing the right paint and estimating the correct volume is crucial for a successful budget friendly painting. So professional renovation project. So we have so many things to look at. So we'll just do a step-by-step mathematical breakdown for a standard 10-meter square wall. So for your 10-meter square wall, so we'll do a standard calculation. So if you have a 10-meter square wall, how are you going to do the painting? So understanding the types of paint. So there are different types of paint. So paints are generally categorized by their base liquid solvent and their finish shine. So selecting the right type ensures durability and desired aesthetics. So the first one is water-based paint, which is emulsion. So most people usually know it as emulsion paint. So it's water-based paint. Then water-based paints are the most popular choice for interior walls and ceiling. So water-based paint, you usually use them for your interior walls and for your ceiling. So the key features is they have low odor, then they dry fast, then they are easy to clean up. And the common feature is the matte and the flat. So often a low shine finish, which is excellent at hiding surface imperfection. Then we have eggshell. The feature of eggshell is very subtle, soft shine reminiscent of an eggshell. Then it is slightly easy to clean than matte. So matte is harder to clean than the eggshell. Then we have the silk or satin. So silk or satin provides a noticeable medium shine. So it is highly washable and wipeable. So out of the three, the matte, then the eggshell and the satin. So satin is easily washable. So then we also have oil-based paint, which is the enamel. So the key features of the oil-based paint is highly durable, resistant to wear and tear, and leaves a smooth, rich finishes. Then the number third thing to look at is specialty paint, which we have the acrylic paint and then the specialty finishes. Then so we now take a look at the calculations that are involved in painting. So the first thing to look out for is to know the surface area of the wall to be painted. So the length and your height, not the base now. So the breadth now is the height that we are considering. So your length and your height will give you the surface area for the wall. So once you know your surface area, then you'll be able to consider the spread rate for the wall. Spread rate, every paint can specify a spread rate, that is, or coverage rate, which tells you how many square meter a single liter of paint can cover. So, and for you to know your spread rate, so they said the total average to cover is equals to the wall area multiplied by the number of coats. So this tends to allow you to know your spread rate. Then determine the number of coats for a professional uniform finish with deep color accuracy. 2 coats are almost recommended. So usually most people use 2 coats. Then so for you to know your liters required, you are going to do goes to total of area to cover over spread. So for you to know the number of liters required, you are going to use the total area to cover divided by the spread rate. So that is the total area to cover divided by the spread rate. So here the total area to cover is 20 meter square. So then the spread rate is going to be 12 meters square. So then your buffer is going to give you 1.67 liter multiplied by 0.1. When you sum that together, you're going to have the total volume needed to be 1.837 liters, right?